There's always plenty of work to go around, and resourcing can be a challenge. Sometimes we use large firms to contract out work. But what do you do if you have found an individual you'd like to contract to perform work or provide a service? Where should a manager turn to learn the necessary contracting steps when working with an individual? In this video, we will address the complexities involved in deciding how best to contract an independent resource. The CokeFlex program, with alignment from HR, legal, and procurement, have processes and service companies ready to assess the situation and prescribe the necessary contracting steps. The results will provide you the most efficient options to meet the legal and company requirements. Before we describe the process steps, let's pause to review some terminology. Both contingent workers and contractors are umbrella terms for resources performing work or providing services to the company, but who are not employees of our company. When a contractor is an employee of a supplier or vendor, the supplier assumes accountability for the work product and workers' actions and provides the worker's paycheck and tax forms. In this case, the supplier sends our company an invoice and we pay the supplier. This includes workers who are represented by a staffing agency. By contrast, when an individual worker sends our company an invoice directly and no paycheck is involved, the worker is called an independent contractor, or IC for short. Freelancer is another term for independent workers. These workers are considered self-employed and are responsible for paying their own income taxes. In the U.S., self-employed workers are sometimes referred to as 1099s, which is a reference to the federal tax 1099 form they are issued. Now that we've reviewed terminology, let's look at the process. If the contractor you've identified is not already represented by a vendor agency or is self-employed, the proposed work arrangement must be reviewed to ensure that the contractual approach is aligned with current laws. These reviews are often called IC vetting by certified independent contractor compliance companies who keep up to date with all pertinent regulations and related risks. The IC vetting assessments depend not only on the work, but also the work location and the worker's residency. To demystify the process, let's discuss one of the most common tests used in an IC vetting assessment. Many states use what's known as the ABC test to determine if a worker can be classified as an independent contractor or not. For a worker to be considered an independent contractor, they must meet three criteria. A. The worker is free from the employer's control or direction in performing the work. B. The worker has a business entity and the work takes place outside the usual building location and course of the business of the company. C. The worker performs similar work for other clients, or at least has the ability to serve other clients. If the worker does not meet the three criteria, Coca-Cola will use an approved employer of record for the contractual arrangement. If the results do allow for an independent contractor relationship, using an agency of record is highly advisable. Following this guidance not only mitigates risk when contracting with individual workers, it also increases efficiency in contract, PO, and invoice management. Although we have focused on U.S. law, there are some countries, such as the United Kingdom, where there are similar laws and contracting assessment steps. The Coca-Cola Company has approved IC compliance partners ready to meet your needs. From within the U.S. and Canada, reach out to the CokeFlex program team. For other countries, check with your local HR or legal department before proceeding. These are important steps in mitigating risks for the company. Thank you for your time and for ensuring compliance with the Coca-Cola Company's policies.